Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dave and you're watching Gaming with Dave. This week was beyond exciting. You can see my stats up here. You'll notice some things. You'll notice by the title we actually got the requirements to complete Plague's End, which is absolutely phenomenal. We're working towards that. This week's episode is a little shorter than our normal episodes, and that's because I spent a lot of time just simply grinding out skills and really to have you watch me complete, the Wilderness Agility course, 100 plus times. Honestly, you probably wouldn't want to watch that. I wouldn't want to watch that, so we cut a lot of that out. So enjoy the episode. We also have the announcement for the winner of the bond giveaway contest. So tune in to the end of the video for that, and where we announce who actually won. So let's cue the intro and get on with the video. Fantastic. We just finished I believe is going to be our last lap of the Wilderness Agility course. We're at 65 agility, which now means we can do the throne room agility bikes, which is going to be great. It's not as much XP an hour as I understand it, but it is significantly more AFK. I'm going to go try a few runs of it just to see the AFK-ness of it, if that's even a word. And then what we're going to do is actually... Oh, somebody's going to PK me? Oh, that's very kind of them. We're going to go try the throne room bikes, and we're going to see how AFK-ing they are. Making up words here, everyone. And if they're good, what we're going to do is we're going to go work on our herblore and get that up to a satisfactory level, and then do agility AFK while we finish our herblore and the prayer and everything else that I want to do a little bit more actively than agility. So that's the plan for today. Most likely, I think by the end of this episode, we should have the abilities at least to unlock Prif. It's very sad that I don't have my gear with me because I would love to go kill that guy. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I'd be able to, but hey, I'd be willing to try it anyway. Alrighty, I'll leave you with that, and we will see you a little bit later. Alrighty, so this can definitely be AFK'd, even on mobile. I think it's going to be pretty easy. So I'm going to leave this the way it goes. I've been here for a little bit, and I've got, like 1/20th of a level, so it should be fairly good. We've got 750k left to do. The only thing that's tough is that you have to click twice in order to get over to the other bikes. But it is what it is. I'll do that. And anyway, I'm going to go back to leveling up herblore. So the way I've been doing this is on the portable worlds, and just making... I forget what type of potions, but I believe they're profitable, or at least break even. Anyway, doesn't really matter. All that matters is the levels are going up, and I believe they're going up fairly quickly as well. So, catch you in the next clip. Alrighty, everyone. We have Deathbark in the clan. He just asked if I could help him get his range up to 75 through some ED3 runs. As we all know, ED3 runs are some pretty fun times. So I was hoping quickly, I guess, to maybe show you some of how exactly to run ED3. A lot of people and a lot of videos that I've seen seem to believe that you need to have like super tanky gear just to do ED3 runs. I don't necessarily believe that. My character is nothing crazy special by any means. I'm currently using augmented, well, I shouldn't say augmented bandos because I have a little bit of masterwork in there. Masuda's War Spear, but really I started with nothing crazy. So what I always recommend is you actually attack the people in the back, get your group to run past you, and just follow my mouse here, and then that way you group them, they can AoE them, you can sit back and tank them, Or if you are the support DPS individual, you just hang back here as well. Pray melee. I pretty much play pray melee the entire time now. However, if you want to get a little bit more in depth with exactly what you need to pray, basically pray melee until you see these mages, and they're over here, the cloak zealots there, and then you go to town. The ranged units here don't actually do that much damage, so I've never really worried about them too much. It's really the warriors and those crustian crabwalker things. Those things hit really, really hard. So when you are soloing this specifically, you actually want to target them first because they'll do less damage over time, of course, because they'll be dead. So that's kind of the idea behind this. And always, again, attack the furthest away from you. It'll be much, much better. So up to this point, the groupings are fairly easy. Now, when you're done in this section here, you have a choice to make. You can either kill these two, then those two, then pull these two, kill them. Or, if you have a lot of DPS, which right now I don't. I'm only with somebody who has, let's see, he's doing range right now, and he is at 71. So not bad, but certainly not the best. He's working towards it, so good on him. You can actually run all the way down here, especially if you have two pretty heavy DPSers, and just wipe all them out, and they'll all come and follow you. So that's typically what I do when we've got a really, really good group going on. Or I should say a more powerful group. Does that make sense? There's nothing wrong about Deathbark, okay? He's a great person, all right? But for now, what we're going to do is we're just going to do these one by one. And keep going on. I recommend, if you can, to bring a Beast of Burden for a familiar. Highly recommended. It just really, really helps because these guys eat up a ton of food. With a low-level player, I can't really tank the boss, I don't think. I'm going to try. In worst case, we'll tele out of here. And then go from there. So with these people, I'm just going to pray mage here for a second, go to town. You want to set up your ability bar to have a ton of AoE, which works out, well, you can see these people hit quite hard. My gear, you'll notice I have a split dragon tooth necklace. So what this does is every time there's a bone that drops, every time a bone's buried, rather, it gives you prayer XP. And so when you pair this with Bone Crusher, which is in my Slayer tool belt, it will restore 50 prayer points. You can see this in the message window, and you do quite well. Anyway, so I figured I would just show you that. The rest is quite easy. You'll notice here that it's just a group of skeletons. So I don't pick the farthest one. I usually pick the one that's kind of in the clump a little bit. And you want to try to focus and do as much damage as possible to do quite well. You can get some pretty darn fast levels here. So anyway, we shall leave it at that. And actually, you know what? We'll finish this run really quick, and then I'll show you exactly what I do here. You want to hug this wall. So I always click right down into an enemy. That's the easiest way to do it. And it goes to town. When you're doing trash run mobs, so when you're basically trying to just either level up, I don't recommend you go over here. However, if you want to get dungeoneering levels, you certainly can. There's nothing wrong with that. Because this whole run gives about 50 to 60k XP an hour, which can be good. So yeah, let's actually try the boss here. Let's just say, if I tele out, you should too. Okay, so we've got that. I don't know if we'll actually be able to take them or not. It also helps if you drink the melee potions that you brought to help you survive a little bit longer. So let's kill this really quick, and then see how it goes. So there's nothing special about this boss. He doesn't have any mechanics, I believe, whatsoever. He spawns these skeletons which hit hard, but as long as you and your DPS does some good AoE, you should be more than fine. He doesn't take a ton of food. Like, I'm using swordfish right now. I don't really recommend it. I recommend using sharks. But for the just trash mob runs, And now that my defense is a little better, I just use these. They're much cheaper than sharks. And as you can see, we're doing some pretty darn good damage here. And yeah, use a melee potion. So if this happens, what you should do if you're ranged is you should run across either to here or up here where you're farther away. And so it drags the monster towards the tanker. Deathbark and I have only run a few DPS. So this is great. Look, 5,000 tokens. Does quite well, which is awesome. And yeah, so that is one run completed. If you don't have a boss kill inside of ED3, then you'll want to use your Ring of Kinship. If you do, you want to use your PVM Dungeon Wars Retreat. Oh my god, I can't even speak. It's not Wars Retreat. Wars Retreat. And then it'll bring you, and then you can go to the portal. I don't, so I use my Ring of Kinship. I tele back. I've got a preset for my runs. Always make sure you don't waste prayer like I just did. And you're good to go. Restore my summoning and my prayer up to a little bit because you'll go through and kill them really quick. And then you rinse and repeat. So let's look how many. How much money we gained here, and then we will go from there. Let's see. Yeah, 324k in one run, really good. Sometimes more, sometimes it's less. So anyway, I'm gonna keep doing this, help this guy get some of his levels up, and then get back to the grind. Good day, everyone. We are currently Wednesday. I believe the last time I recorded an episode was Monday, maybe, and it might even have been Sunday. We've done quite a bit since our last time we've been on here, and I apologize for not updating sooner. We did have quite the storm over the past day, which really would theoretically mean that I get to film more because I was certainly able to play more. However, what it actually caused was the fact that my wife and child and dog were all home, and so it actually made it next to impossible to record anything that didn't have dog barks, child screaming, or us trying to wrangle a child. So, looking at the stats really quick, we managed to hit 75 agility, which is absolutely phenomenal. Super huge. And so really I've just kind of been working towards bringing up the construction. We have spent most of our money that we had from the last episodes on bringing up our skills. Not that it cost money. Wow, there was quite some lag there. Wow, what is going on? I wonder if you guys are seeing that as well. Anyway, apologies if you are. Essentially, what we've done is we've tried to. Wow, I'm having some serious lag issues. This is strange, and I have nothing open. Oh man, I don't know. I hope you guys can't hear that or see that rather. Anyway, so that's kind of what I've been doing. In between doing this, I've been really trying to kind of keep not being bored by doing a few solo ED3 runs. And so I'll probably show you that tonight as well, because I'm doing it with, oh boy, I think tier 60 armor, and most people wouldn't think that you could do it with tier 60 armor, but and weapons, but you certainly can. Not as efficiently, of course, but I went from, I think, 64 range, I believe, to 67 in about an hour last night, just doing those types of runs. So hopefully I'll be able to show you that. What really helped me out in getting this agility up as high as it did is Jagex. They gave out 15,000 of the Ottomans, and so quite honestly I went and bought a whole crap ton of the lamps and the stars, and we bumped up a whole bunch of bonus experience in there and actual real experience, so we got to miss a whole bunch of that training. It worked out well, perfectly fine, and my goal tonight is to get to 75 construction. And I believe if I've done everything right, the only thing that will be left is my range and my prayer. And I'm not in any crazy big rush to get the range done, just because of the fact that it's going to take no time at all to do so with ED3 runs, and it'll also be a decent moneymaker. So right now what I'm doing, as you can see, if you haven't been paying attention, is I am making, give me a second, these carved teak magic wardrobes. You can make 4 of them in a run. It takes 18 seconds. You get about 2k XP per run. I'm just disassembling these because these are worth like 66 gold each. They're next to nothing. They don't really give great parts, but they give parts nonetheless, which is better than nothing. And yeah, we've got, let's see, 330k experience left. So what we've got 150 some odd of these left to do, which runs that is, trips that is, which is fine. I bought enough of these teak planks in order to do so. However, I did go and make some other things, and so maybe I might have messed my teak log count up a little bit. I didn't use any of the bonus XP in here, but I probably will, just to speed things up just that ever so slightly. The prayer should be relatively easy as well to do. I've already got enough bonus XP for 1 level, and you know, I need 167k to get 75. And once that's done, we can go ahead and start banging out quests. So that's kind of the progression plan that we've got going on. It's been quite a grind of a time, as I'm sure you all can understand. And I've kind of tried to give myself a little bit of fun in between with some ED3 runs, and I did some Slayers, so we're up to 73. I think we were at 67 or maybe even 71. I can't remember what it was exactly at the beginning of this episode. Really should keep track of that, honestly. It would make the episodes easier to watch if I actually knew what I was talking about. So anyway, that is that. I hope you all have enjoyed the week, and yeah, we'll catch you once our construction is 75, or until I end up doing some of the ED3 runs just to occupy some time. So thank you very much, and catch you in the next clip. Hello, everyone. We are now Thursday evening, and you'll notice we are at ED3 Shadow Reef. I don't even know how to pronounce this. Give me a second. Demonheim. And you will probably hate me because you didn't see me get 75 construction yesterday. We just finished a little too late in the evening in order for me to want to start recording something and everything like that. So what we're going to do is we are going to look at getting our ranged up to 75. I'm just going to show you pretty quickly what I do. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Let's back out. What I do to train my range, and how a lot of people think that you need to have super high stats to solo this. Now, admittedly, I do have pretty good defense levels, okay? So I will take that. That does help out quite a bit. However, it's not the end-all be-all, all right? I've got 67 ranged XP. I've only got Demon Slayer torsos, which is level 60 gear, and an Elder Short bow again, tier 60 equipment. And really, the whole concept of these runs that I'm going to do is get basically as far as I can, restart, not taking too many risks. And, you know, like these Kracian Scouts, I'll show you in a second, they give pretty darn good XP. And so, you know, maybe your first run you can only kill one of these, so that was almost 2,000 XP right there. And imagine you run in here, you kill these two things, 4k, you go back out, you continue doing that, you're actually going to get some pretty darn good XP, even with not doing that great. It does take a lot of food. I am using sharks, which is going to be relatively expensive, but not as expensive as the gear you get even doing these short runs. So let's just hurry up and killing these things, and you'll see, like, my character takes forever to do so. And come on, like, it can't take this long. Alrighty, we did that there. So that's another 2k XP. Now let's watch these folks. So let's switch prayer over to range. They barely do any damage at that point in time. Make sure you keep your prayer up. Don't do like me and forget. Okay. Pick up your arrows if you want. I'm not really too worried about it. Alrighty, one of these. Look, 4,000 experience per scout. So 4, 8, 10, 12k XP just in these first 4 mobs alone. And I only need 48k to level. So when you look at this, you get these 4k mobs. You can just keep doing these over and over and over again and actually get some pretty darn good experience, even soloing. Now your best bet is to try and have another team member come along with you and be able to not necessarily carry you, but help you go through this, and you can start getting some decent experience rates when you get about level 50. So what I'm going to do here this evening is my goal is to get to 75 range, finish off my prayer, and I think that is going to be enough to get us to be able to at least meet the requirements skill-wise for Plague's End. Now, I think I've only done like maybe 3 or 4 of the quests for Plague's End, so it's going to be still a little bit of a grind, but we will do our absolute best and slowly but surely work through all those quests, which I think are actually going to be pretty fun, unlock a lot of stuff, and once we get to Prif, the goal is to push our prayer up to 92 so that we can slowly but surely basically, what's the word? Get soul split. And then from there, I think we're going to do a little bit of PVMing. Although, as you've seen in a couple of my last clips, I've been doing a little bit of PVMing just for some fun with some of the clan. Oh, these guys hit really hard, so don't do like me and get distracted. Okay, so I'll leave it there. I'm going to keep writing these until I'm 75. I will be back. Maybe not tonight. It just depends on how far I actually end up getting, how my child cooperates, how the dog cooperates, and we'll go from there. But you can see those Crustian Scouts 2k, so it's 2, 4, 6, 10, 14, 18,000 XP. We're up to 30k XP just from these first, whatever, 10 mobs, which are pretty darn good. Now, of course, they take a lot of food to do. But, I mean, totally worth it. And again, don't forget to switch over to your prey range so that you can actually kill these without taking a ton of damage. And typically, it can actually clear this set of mobs up here, too, right up here. And I guess... No, I'm not going to show you that. Honestly, it's just combat, right? So, anyway, enjoy, and we'll meet you at 75 range. Alrighty, everyone. I unfortunately didn't catch this as it happened, but we are currently sitting at 75 prayer, which is absolutely fantastic. And we also got 75 range yesterday. I think it was too late by the time I finished that for me to want to record a video, but we are making some serious progress. And so I believe that we are now at a point where we can start working our way towards unlocking Plague's End, which will give us access to Prif, which will allow us to train our prayer in a little bit more of an AFK manner. And slowly but surely get to soul split, and not necessarily that will help us tremendously. Well, I think it will help us tremendously, but I don't think it's a game changer per se. And we're making some seriously good progress, so this is pretty freaking fantastic. So we'll catch you in the next clip. I'm gonna start questing and get everything done for those requirements, and we'll go from there. Alrighty, chat later. Alrighty. Good morning, everyone. We are now Saturday morning, and we are at our final clip of the episode. Just going to wrap things up for the week. This week was a little less eventful for you folk, but was quite the grind on my end, as you've seen throughout the clips. We ended up unlocking all of the requirements to slowly but surely get Plague's End completed. Now, if we go into our... Where's the quest guide? I'm just going to go here. Okay. You'll notice that we have, at this point in time, where are they? Have started to do all of the Ardonga. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Doesn't matter. Quests in relation to slowly but surely unlocking Plague's End. and we are currently working on, I think it's, give me a second, roving elves, and then we've got, so including roving elves, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 quests until we can do Plague's End, and then Plague's End itself. So 10 remaining quests, and so it's going to be quite the grind. I'm actually going to try to get these done today, well, maybe over the weekend, because some of these are actually fairly lengthy, and really just I'm probably going to take a little bit of a break from grinding out skills, and I'm just going to take my hand at doing a little bit of bossing. Going to unlock some of the marks of war, not the marks of war, but the auras, I think it is what they're called, and kind of go from there. So that's great. So now I told everyone that we would announce the winner of the giveaway. And so what I did is I took all the entries, stuck them into a spreadsheet, numbered them 0 to the end number. There was 4 entries. I'm sure these will get bigger as we go. I went on Google, typed random number generator. I said that I wanted the minimum option to be picked to be 0, and the maximum option to be picked to be 3. And the winner of the bond, and I'll throw up their comment here, is Danny Williams. And I hope it's not just Danny William. Let me see. Yeah, Danny Williams. So congratulations, Danny. You get yourself a bond. It's fantastic. And hopefully you enjoy Rune Metrics. I'm sure it will help you out in becoming significantly more efficient. And yeah, enjoy. So we're going to keep doing a giveaway over time. I don't necessarily know if I want to do one in the month of February, however, just because it would be nice if we got more than 4 entries, and that's okay, everyone. It's fine. It's great. I'm not offended. But it'd be cool if we had hundreds of entries or even tens of entries, 20, 30 people. So I'm going to try to figure out the rules and how I want to go about it to try and create more engagement. But regardless, congrats, Danny. You're the winner of the bond. And just shoot me a message, and we'll make sure you get that bond, or comment below, and we'll try to coordinate exactly how to get in the game and all this type of stuff. So everyone, thank you so much for watching the episode this week. Again, I apologize it was a little bit more boring for you folk, but it was certainly not boring for me, and was quite the grind, and super excited about the progress we were able to make. And so thanks everyone for watching. We'll catch you in the next episode. Please make sure to like the video and subscribe if you're already not a subscriber, and we'll keep producing content that you love so very much, I'm sure. So chat with y'all later.